Hello everybody, this is Bob Dwyer from the Wellesley Wine Press, a consumer's view on finding and enjoying wine and fast becoming the internet's premier destination for wine accessory reviews. We have a third aerator that we're going to review here on the show today, the Respirer wine aerator. So we did a review of the Venturi and then the Soirée and now the Respirer. Respirer was released just in the fall of last year, and it's getting some attention on the internet, so I thought I would do a review of it. This class of devices attempts to achieve what is done in a decanter in a fraction of the time, right? You have to sit the wine in here for 2 or 3 hours. These devices attempt to aerate the wine in a fraction of that time on a single serving basis. This is what the product looks like. It's got a vessel in the top where the wine sits, and then an aerating chamber, and then the wine is released down into the glass, and here's how it works. So you can hear the way that sounds, right? All that aeration going on creates that sound, and if you look in the glass after you poured the wine, you see all those bubbles in the top, and they indicate aeration goodness, right? If you take a smell of the wine, it smells good right off the bat, and it's ready to go. So there's 3 characteristics of this product that I think are pretty unique. The first is that it's made of cast acrylic. It's a plastic, not a glass, so if you accidentally tap it on the counter, it's not going to break. It has a very smooth, seamless appearance. I'm told that it's turned on a lathe is how they make it. It's most similar to if you've ever been into a bar where they have those plastic frosty mugs that look like they're glass but they're really not. It's most similar in heft and appearance to that. It has a nice, smooth, elegant finish. I think it's a nice looking product. The second characteristic that I think is unique is something called vortex impedance control. Now that's a little regulator inside of the device that changes the speed at which wine is allowed to go into the aerating chamber depending on how much you pour. With competing products that don't have one of these, if you pour a lot, the wine gets aerated more aggressively, and if you pour just a little, it doesn't. So the vortex impedance control provides uniform aeration, regardless of how much wine that you pour into the vessel. The third characteristic that is unique is that the product can stand on top of the wine bottle when you're done. If you've ever used these products, you find that they make a little bit of a mess on the counter. This helps clean up some of the mess if you put the aerator back on top of a bottle of wine and let it drip back into the bottle so you don't lose any wine, and it keeps things cleaner. So those are the 3 characteristics I think are unique. I think comparisons between the Venturi and the Respirer are going to be inevitable. They're so similar in size. The opening on the Respirer is a little bit bigger. I think it needs to be because the vortex impedance control makes it go through more slowly than it does with the Venturi. The Venturi has 2 air holes in the side, and this one only has 1. The way they work is very similar though, and the net result, the Venturi seems to be a little bit louder when it's aerating and it creates finer bubbles. The Respirer is a little quieter, a little gentler, and it creates larger bubbles. I really haven't done extensive blind taste comparisons between the 2, but in the future I'll be doing probably a 3-way comparison between the Respirer, the Venturi, and also the Soirée. The Soirée is quite a bit different from this product. Remember, this is a on-the-bottle aerator, right? You just put it on there and you pour the wine through there. So kind of a whole different class of products in terms of the way it works conceptually, but they're all targeted at the same problem, aerating the wine quickly and on the fly. So this product lists for $35, I believe, whereas the Venturi is at $40. The Soirée is at $25, so that's where it comes in terms of price point. In terms of minor criticisms, the only thing I haven't been too thrilled with are the stand. It really doesn't work too well as a drip stand, and it kind of adheres to the counter. If there's some small lines cut in here, it probably wouldn't make it to be such a suction cup on the counter, but again, a really minor issue. If you do use this as a drip stand, it will get a wine in it and it'll tend to splatter. So just a couple of minor criticisms, but overall I'm very impressed with this product. I think it's a good addition to this class of products. So I hope you enjoyed my review of the Respirer wine aerator, and I just want to take this opportunity to say thanks for checking in 2008. I'm looking forward to even better things in 2009. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll talk to you again soon.